Hi guys, today quite a classic Pilates workout. So we'll start right onto our backs, really finding that neutral spine to start with. So come and lie down. Have your hands onto the lower belly, and here there's that little space in between the lower back and the floor. And here you can really squeeze the lower back into the floor, which will have your pubic bone rise up, imprinted spine. Or again, neutral spine, that little lift, lower back comes off of the mat. So 2 more times, really nicely, that imprinted spine, you feel the belly button draw into the spine and that lift and that relaxation through the lower back. Last one, draw the thumbs in and down to the mat and then rising up, fingers down. And we'll find a neutral spine to begin here, so kind of where it falls naturally. Interlace the fingers right behind your head. Inhale to stay, exhale to come up. A lot of Pilates classes start either with abdomen or with leg work, depending on kind of your background. Now I love starting with abdomen because I feel like we balance better, we're just stronger all over when we have first engaged our abs. In Pilates, we often talk about ribs towards the hips here, so squeezing these areas together, tightening that up. And if you feel like a little bit more here, you might bring the legs into a floats or tabletop, but then really squeeze the lower back down to work that imprinted spine, which we've just practiced. So just continue to do what you feel is right for you today. Let's take 5 more here. Good, might still be feet to the floor for 4. Never any pulling onto the neck, 3. And then also familiar pulses in Pilates, so come up wherever you are, legs up or feet down for those little pulses here. No pulling onto the neck. Contraction, continuing. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, look to the knees. 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. You might be able to reach the arms forward. You might need them for support underneath your head. Hold for 5. You might lift a little higher for 4. Maybe your legs are up, then squeeze the lower back into the floor for 3, 2, and 1. Come down, big breath in here. Big breath out, always out of the mouth. Second option here, or second exercise I should say, is legs at the ceiling for our hundreds. Again, you can bring the legs to tabletop, but I like it with the legs up because it gives me a better imprinted spine. So again, flatten the lower back into the floor without doing any kind of 100 yet. Straight away, feel the abdomen engage and come down to the floor. If you have that pressing, lower back down, belly down. This alone is quite a good core exercise, so feel free to stay with that if I have anyone coming just out of a pregnancy and you have clearance to exercise but do not want to do much core work yet. And otherwise, slowly from there on out, an imprinted spine, hands up to the ceiling, inhale, coming up, exhale for our hundreds. Press the hands up and down, looking towards our knees, shoulders down and low. Squeeze the belly down. Maybe again holding your head behind you. See if you can lift a little higher. Let's take just about 10 more seconds. So breathing in for a count of 5. Puff it out for a count of 5. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Squeeze the belly down. Set the feet down to the floor. Neutral spine again. Right leg up to the ceiling for some inner thigh work. And then bring the hands to the lower abs here to avoid any movement through the hip. Take an external rotation through your right foot, which means now my toes go out to the side. I can no longer see my baby toe and I can see my heel. And with this external rotation through the entire leg, I slowly begin to lower the leg to about the knee. And then take a half circle out to the right, back up to the ceiling, and continue. So half circles basically, a lower and a lift. If your left leg is starting to move or your whole hips are starting to move, then take the circle smaller. And then probably after a few, you find kind of that we lose that external rotation. So keep your attention to that. See the left inside of your foot. Nice and strong, straight leg. Tighter is lighter. I'm a firm believer of that. Let's take 2 more here. Last one. And then slowly bring that foot to the floor. We'll take a bridge pose first, so heels to the floor together with the entire feet. Feet are hip width, arms beside you. Take a big breath in here, and exhale is where the work lies. We'll come up into our bridge pose here. Nice. Find your biggest bridge pose here, and we'll pulse again, just like we often do in Pilates. Those little pulses as high as you can. Let's take 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lift your right leg up to the ceiling and pulse again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last 5. Can you lift and lower the leg again? And 4, 3. Inhales through the nose, exhales out of the mouth. 2 more. Lift the right hip a little higher. And 1. Back to the floor and lower down slowly. Neutral spine. Left leg up to the ceiling. Inner thigh work first. So work that external rotation here. So your toes go up to the left side now. I see the inside of my left foot. Heel is visible too. I can see the whole line of my leggings, for example, as well. Hands to the lower belly and to the hip bones to avoid movement there. A lower hip height, sorry, knee height, or hip height really, and half circle back up. Avoid further movement. And just see the size of your circle, never comparing, just seeing what you can do here. You might go much bigger, you might go much slower, but find that stillness. So it's quite a really controlled movement. See and feel the belly drawing in. So basically wrapping our abs around our spine to not move along with the leg. Let's do 2 or 3 more here. Slower is better here to just find your range. Last one, maybe a little lower this time and a little bigger this time. And slowly bring that down. Good. Feet to the floor, sitting up for bridge pose. Inhale, stay. Exhale, come up to your bridge pose. Again, nice and long arms, little pulses. Last 3 pulses, 2 and 1. Left leg up to the ceiling and pulse again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and lower the leg. Maybe check that your hip bones are in one line. 3 and 2 and 1. Slowly, foot down and slowly lie down. Soles of the feet together, knees to widen. Let the lower back relax for a moment. Breathe. Straightening 2 legs forward, hands up to the ceiling. Pilates tees and roll up. So inhale, stay. Come up, look up, and curl up. Exhale, let's take a nice long seat stop pose in yoga. Inhale, arms come forward. Exhale, roll down. Arms overhead for a stretch. Now there's ways to progress this. You could grab a weight, for example, and take this with your weight. And you can also simply work a arm extension. So coming up halfway, and in your halfway point, even open and close, or even harder, lift and come forward, and then continue your travels here. You do exactly the same thing on the way down, so you come halfway down and choose which one you want to open or close, or lift and lower, and slowly continue. 3 more rounds here. You might not do any, and that's fine too. Ribs to hips always, nice and tight through the abdomen. Last one for me to come up. Going all the way up. Let's come on to our knees for the next one. So knees are hip width apart. Feel free to bring something underneath your knees or double pad your mat. So we'll take a few hinge poses here. Point your toes back, arms reach forward. Take a big breath in here and see if you can slowly come back. Push the pubic bone forward. Feel the thighs scream at you and slowly come forward again. Relax those shoulders. So you go back. If you have a mirror to the side, please have a look that you're nice and straight. And often this kind of happens where we're starting to sink the hips back or shoulders back. 3 more, nice and slowly. Last 2. And also on this last one, really feel those obliques switch on at your point backwards. Come forward, bring the hands down to the floor, wide edges of the mat, and come to your push-up position. I encourage you to find a butterfly plank or a full plank, but on tabletop is okay. So shoulders over the wrists, chest wide and open, push-ups. So these are your classic Pilates push-ups, but they're also really classic to the gym. All the same, really. So make sure your hands are wide, your fingers spread wide. Makes it all easier. Draw up through the abdomen. The more other muscles we use to assist, the easier this gets. Not that it's ever getting easy, is it? For 2 more. And then the last 1. Good little pulses, just 5, okay? Halfway, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down to your stomach. Bring the hands right beside you now. Keep your legs down, your feet down, but come up into an upward body back bend. Lift the arms as well. And then find a rotation coming right from the shoulders. And so my hand palms and my inner elbows come all the way from ceiling to floor as I'm flipping. Now go and really express yourself through the fingers. Reach the arms back and flip a little faster. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Strong legs, maybe lift a little higher. Try not to look too high or crank through the neck. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest down for a moment. Maybe even sway your legs from side to side. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then from there now, slowly bringing those arms all the way forward if you have space. As the last one, belly down, we'll do is swimming. All too familiar for proper classic sequence for Joseph Pilates. So rise up through the legs, through the arms, start swimming. Feel free to modify with the arms out wide if you need to. Look forward, lift everything high. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn to your right side to lie onto your side. Get comfortable. Bend your knees. Knees are touching, heels are touching, my toes are out wide. I think everyone that's ever done Pilates before knows clown. So we're just opening and closing with the top knee, my left knee. And my knee comes precisely on top of the bottom knee because I'm not rolling backwards or I'm not rolling forwards. Keep spreading and expressing yourself through your toes. You have a Pilates little V through your feet here. Draw in through the abdomen. Keep breathing. Take a nice minute here. In this minute, just keep moving at your own pace. Try and keep moving though. So it doesn't matter how slow or how fast you're going to go, as long as your alignment is on point. As long as you're breathing, and then try and keep moving. Nice. 20 seconds left here. Hopefully you're starting to feel the burn now. 10 more to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bottom leg rests down, top leg straightens like a pencil in line with your body. So it's right in line. Your ankle bone kind of faces up to the ceiling, or not kind of, it faces up to the ceiling. You flex the toes to your face, lift and lower, lift and lower. 10 in total of these. Find your biggest range, a little different for everyone. 6 more. 5, still the same breath flow, in through the nose, out through the mouth. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it forward and off at the mat. So forward in front of you, toe down, heel up. 10 up and down here with just a big toe touching down. 9, and 8, I know it hurts. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly from there now, 2 legs nice and straight. Your bottom arm goes straight as well. Top arm can stay to the floor for support. Double leg lift. If you're feeling really strong, you might lift your top arm up towards the ceiling. Otherwise, keep bringing those 2 legs together, up and down. Try and get some lift out of the waistline so we're not crashing into the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, lift and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bottom leg down, top leg reaches up. Come and lie onto your back and rise up. Grab as high as you can. Right leg extends forward. Take a big breath in. Puff, puff, exhale. And switch. And switch. And switch. Nice. Squeeze the belly down. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Flip yourself around. Maybe you can just roll over, but we'll come in line to the left side. So I'll obviously face you guys so you know what we're doing. Bend your knees. Straight into clam. Open and close. Flex those toes. Toes are wide, expressive. They're away from each other, just the heels touching. And then the knees open and close to touch. Here. Oxygenate the muscles as the glutes are quite quick to whine and explain to you that they're not liking this very much. We have a minute here. See if you can make the flexion more. Maybe there's more range, maybe less than the other side. Very normal as the hips differ from each other. 20 seconds left. 10 together. 9, 8, 7, and also know that as soon as we stop this, quickly enough you don't feel it anymore, and often not the next day either. Hopefully a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Bottom leg rests down, top leg straight, flex the toes, up and down. Up and down. Long leg, right in line with your body. Flex those toes to your face. The more you drag and paint this from your heel, the more you feel right there. Like you're running out of wall space. 4 more. 3, even higher if you can. 2, and 1. Bring it forward in front of you, toe down, heel up. Last 10. It's just a big toe touching. Heel up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight legs, double leg lift, arms straight as well. So yeah, tiny, long here onto the floor, like a long line to walk through the abdomen and lift and lower those legs. Might feel quite different than the other side. Keep your neck long. Exhales to lift. You can lift the top arm, or you can try it on the other side. Try it here too. 4 more. 3, and then we have the full contraction. 2, where we stay up and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg up, turn around again onto your back. Lift up as much as you can. Left leg back, maybe a little higher this time around. Squeeze the belly down. Puff, puff, switch. Squeezing that imprinted spine here. So really the lower back down. Working flexibility and strength together. Squeeze the belly down even more. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Set the feet to the floor. Swing side to side. Let's take your straight away. Take a thread needle to stretch that out. Right ankle, top of left thigh. Either press the knee away, or your full thread the needle. Back of the neck long down. Sacrum down. So that really kind of bony bit here towards the glute. That press that in the floor. Maybe you can still feel how hard you've worked through your clan sequence. 3 big breaths here. Now if you've got longer time today, then try and repeat this one at the end again for about 30 seconds. Amazing for any other exercise, but also to counterbalance all the seated kind of shapes we find ourselves in throughout the day. Changing sets. Again, push the left knee away, but ground the sacrum down. And close your eyes. Two more breaths. Always try and get just a little bit more towards the end in the stretch. Taking a little bit of a moving spine twist, so come and lie towards the left arm out wide, right arm on top, and just brush kind of yourself like you have paint on you as you come into a spine twist. And then all the way over, 2 more. One more. Stay lying down here, 2 breaths. Over the knees to the right side. Left arm on top and roll to extend. 2 more. Roll. Extend. Last one. A little moment here. I'm going to take quite a classic finish as well, as this is our classic, more mellow, classical sequence really. Very familiar exercises throughout a teacher training or even physio rehabilitation programs. So coming through a side, you roll up, or maybe another Pilates teaser roll-ups to a forward fold. Rising up, then bend your knees. We'll come to a plank pose, which always surprises people, but it's just a second, guys. So flip yourself over. You take an inhale into plank, and then an exhale to your pike, which is basically your downward dog. Ground the heels down, feel the stretch. Walk the hands back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, stay, hang upside down, head, heavy arms, heavy exhale, ripple up, massage through the spine. Inhale, shoulders down and back when you're upright. Exhale, roll yourself just as slowly down, head heavy, arms heavy. We'll walk ourselves forward for 1, 2, 3, 4. Plank, inhale. Lift through the hips, ground the heels down, pike. Exhale, feel the stretch. Walk it back, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale. Curl up, exhale. Last round. Inhale. Exhale, round and roll. Heavy 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. To hike, stretch. Look at the toes. Exhale, heels down. Walk it back last time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last moment to let everything slide out. Any tension. And one last breath in here. And exhale, come up nice